Good morning. Today we celebrate the feast of St. Matthew. Matthew certainly was disliked by most people. He was a tax collector. He used other people in order to advance himself financially. Tax collectors could not be trusted. One day, Jesus shows up at his post. I wish I could have been a fly on the wall that day. What actually happened? We know that Jesus said to Matthew, "Come, follow me," and he immediately left everything and followed him. I don't think it happened quite like that. The emphasis is leaving everything, especially a dishonest life, and to follow the way, the truth, and the life. But I wonder what the conversation was about. Perhaps when Jesus showed up that particular day, he certainly, I believe, had some questions for Matthew, to engage in conversation. What you doing? How are you? How's your wife? How are your children? Are you truly happy, Matthew, in your way of life, in your particular career, your particular position here in society? And Matthew, I assume, had heard about Jesus. He certainly didn't say, "Get out of here. I don't have anything to do with you." Perhaps he had heard that Jesus had spent time with tax collectors and sinners, that he would eat and drink and visit with them and pass no judgment. You know what that's like when you're in the presence of someone who doesn't judge you in the context of food, drink, and you have this sense that I really want to be like you. I really want to have your kind of outlook on life. I simply feel good while I'm in your presence. Perhaps Matthew had some of those thoughts. Maybe when they locked eyes for a period of time, that Jesus saw in Matthew what would be his own foreshadowing in life, the dislike of others for him, for choosing to follow his Father in doing his will. Perhaps Matthew, in the eyes of Jesus, saw that, you're better than this, Matthew. You can do much better than what you're dishonestly doing in your particular job at this time. You know the rest of the story. He followed Jesus, left everything, in order to find a new way of life, a new way of living, a new way of being in the world. Where are we today in that ongoing call to conversion, to follow Jesus? Are we doing really what's honest and truthful in our lives? Are we finding fulfillment in what we're doing, in that we are helping others to find a better way of life and to find connection with all of creation, to care for creation, and to not forget we're interrelated, interconnected, and that we are all in this pandemic together? Are we rising above racism, meaning looking into our own hearts to see where we need to improve and change our lives and to follow Jesus in a more deeper way? Well, today, take some time to allow Jesus to speak to you, to speak to me. Lock eyes with Jesus. Can you hear him say, "You're much better than you might think you are"? Do you realize that there's more to your life than what you're doing? The most important thing is authentically attempting to follow Jesus Christ. St. Matthew, pray for us, and St. Mary Magdalene, pray for us. Have a good day.